Maybe we call this the Insight interview video short. What do you think about that?
Video short, Insight interview video short. Sounds great to me.
Great. Here we go. The reason that we're doing this is because right now, in the middle of the crisis that the country and the world is going through, you and I have always known that coaching is important. Heck, that's why we started a coaching company. But the feedback that we're getting from our clients, not only what they're saying to us, but then what they're doing, the actions that they're taking as a result in the midst of this crisis, we're just seeing, oh my gosh, we're essential employees. We're an essential industry right now. And so talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, it's amazing to me that you and I, if we're being honest, a couple months ago, we had to go and accumulate and come up with a way to gather testimonials. I got one the other day where the person came out of a coaching call with one of our coaches and literally wrote to me and said, I cannot believe the level of presence, the level of attunement and resonance that I had with this individual. This is only our third session. And he was like, I was almost not even equipped to understand someone that would tune into me so much. And then he was like, this is so meaningful to me. I can't even believe it. And so when you get that stuff, Jason, you just want to share it with people and go, yeah, could be a great time for this.
I had a top level producer come into a coaching session last week. Said, I got up, I was looking at my day and I saw that we had our coaching session on my calendar. And I turned to my wife and I said, thank God I've got my coaching session today. He was in need of this grounding foundation that only happens inside of a coaching session. Right now, everything is in turmoil in the world just because of the pandemic. And this gave him a grounding, a foundation that then he can go out and take action on the things that he needs to be excellent at, with producing loans for his clients, helping his realtor referral partners, then going home and having better communication with his wife and his kids, just things that happen because of the coaching session. And quite frankly, I was humbled and blown away. I mean, I've always known how important coaching is for people, but when you hear things like that, thank God I have my coaching session today. I'm just like, I continue to be blown away even more.
Yeah, it's so amazing. And yet you and I also discussed in our little banter the fact that we understand what it's like to come in right now and make a video that could come off like, well, of course they're promoting their company. We totally get that. And so I do want to take a second and just go, we are proud of our company. We are blown away by the feedback that we're getting. We always knew it was super important, but maybe in this season, it's like, oh my gosh, like it's really incredible. Here's the truth though. There are people out there that are going to listen to this and go, maybe it's just not for me right now. And what I would say to that is we understand if you can't get us, like if it's not reasonable somehow, some way to reach out to us, do yourself a favor, reach out to someone.
Right on.
Doing this alone right now, probably not good.
It's so true, Steve. I mean, we just plain simple need community in our lives.
I have a coach, I have a mentor, and I actually wanted to reach out to him on Saturday, and I did, and we ended up having this half-hour conversation. And much like that client, I needed the resonance. I needed someone to just listen and understand. And this person is very skilled at that and did. And even after a half an hour, I got off and I went and told my wife, I'm like, I'm just so glad I have that. I didn't even think about that, but I actually utilized the same thing this weekend.
Yeah, we own a coaching company, right? But we still ourselves are being coached and mentored. We have our little ending that we do for our podcast, right? You quite literally had an insight there as we were talking. But what I would say to those of you that are viewing this, it doesn't matter what our insights are. What really matters is, did the time that Steve and I just spent together, did it create an insight for you? What was your insight?
See you next time.